Love just doesn't create lovers, it also creates criminals. A perfect taglines to get it surrounded by a perfect story to watch in form of a movie, provided it should molded by a subtle direction who has got all the capabilities to grip the audience. Hey guys, this is Pankaj Veer and you're watching me on Reviews Unplugged where you get the real insight. Yet another hype movie, Nishabdham. After missing its theatrical release, got released on Amazon Prime on 2nd of October. Featuring Anushka Shetty and R. Madhavan in lead roles, it started to be a thriller. Anushka played the character of a mute and deaf girl Sakshi, and Madhavan played the character of a celebrity musician and her fiancé. After getting engaged, as a part of their holiday trip, they landed up in a haunted house where a couple was murdered in 1972. Anthony also get murdered and Sakshi escaped. Now who killed Anthony and how Sakshi helps the police to solve this mystery make the rest of the Nishabdham. Despite of having such an edge on the seat kind of a plot and a big star cast like R. Madhavan, Anushka Shetty, P. Subbaraju, Michael Madsen and Anjali, movie seems faltered on the screenplay aspect. For any suspense thriller, it is very important to maintain the thrill till up to the very end of the movie, which gives us a kick and an interesting twist. Here, the thrill goes in a haywire manner. The movie begins with a very promising notes in a very initial scenes where the couple got murdered in 1972 villa, Woodside Villa. The picturization of that scene with the casting was fabulous. However, down the line, thrill goes missing. But Anushka and Madhavan has played their part fabulously. As the movie set in the backdrop of Seattle and sequin cities, the director brilliantly managed to give it a feel of an English movie by having most of its characters speak in their native English language. What makes you little soothness and gives you a kind of a spellbound atmosphere is the melodious numbers of this movie, especially Nana Kanunappa, a title track sung by Bhadra. Talking about the 5 pointers and starting with the cast, I'll start with one of the ace Hollywood actor who has acted in this movie named Michael Madsen. He is the actor who has worked in the movies like Reservoir Dogs and Kill Bill. How come Madhukar didn't able to realize his full potential? He seems totally disconnected in the narrative section, despite of having a critically important from the storyline. Anushka Shetty in the character of Sakshi, a mute and deaf girl, and R. Madhavan in the character of Anthony, a rich celebrity. They have, to an extent, they have justified their character. While it seems that Anushka Shetty also tried to pose a mute and deaf girl effortlessly, but her efforts are getting visualized during the scenes. You can easily able to figure it out. She's giving more and more efforts to portray her character. Other than these two characters, Anjali in the character of Maha, cop, and P. Subbarao, and Sonali, the character of Sakshi's friend, tried to play a character of a highly possessive girl. But then I'm sorry to say that she's unable to make a mark on the audience mind. Talking about the direction, well, I don't really think that I should talk about the direction, especially about this movie, because Madhukar, who is having the ace actors like R. Madhavan, Anushka Shetty and Michael Madsen in his kitty, who is having, and these actors are having a rich experiences. Madhukar isn't able to realize their full potential and fails to give a kind of a thrill to the audience, especially while making a thriller story. You can easily able to figure it out, the gravity of the direction. I mean, from my perspective, I say Madhukar has failed in each and every aspect of a movie making, especially when you talk about Nishabdham. Talking about the plot, a flashback story under a subplot, again a flashback story under a subplot. I mean, while in 1.5 hour movie, if you keep on pondering from flashback story to a flashback story with plot and subplot, you as a human being, as an audience mind, will not be able to connect. Definitely, that movie is going to be a dull on the screen. You cannot you cannot recommend this movie to watch second time or third time to any of your friend. Even I am also, as an audience, not going to recommend you to watch this movie in a lazy time. If you have a small amount of time in a lazy weekend, go and watch it. But then it is not really recommended to watch this movie with full enthusiasm. Talking about the what's wow moment. Seriously, you need to know about the what's wow moment in this movie. I mean, except glaring sunglasses of Anjali, other than this, there is no what's wow moment here. I mean, you are just trying to keep on figuring out in connecting the flashback stories and the plots in one way or another. There is no what's wow moment as such. Review Unplugged rating, just 1.5 star. And that too only because of its melodious number. Otherwise, this Madhavan Shetty starrer affair is a complete dull. One of the many disengaging aspects of Nishabdham streaming on Amazon Prime is that the character in this movie behave as if they have no skin in the game. Especially Anushka Shetty as Sakshi, who becomes a witness in a murder case involving a world-famous cello player Anthony, played by R. Madhavan. The performance of all the characters are uninspiring because the writing is so dull. It feels like the actors were in the film for the paychecks, but not because they believed in the material. So guys, how do you like my reviews? Please do comment in the comment section. Please subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon. You can follow me on Twitter and Insta. My Twitter profile is @beer_Pankaj and my Insta profile is reviews_unplugged. So guys, this is Pankaj B. Srivastava signing off now by giving you a promise that I'll be coming for giving you some more promising reviews. Till then, goodbye and namaste.